What's up, everybody? BlueGabe, welcome back to Guard, Georgia. Now I know, folks, I know we've been doing a lot of videos here in Georgia. I can't help it. But before I get started, I got to give a huge shout out to Helix Sleep for sponsoring this video. Y'all look at the new roof. This joker looks like the Taj Mahal, folks. Look at our new deck we got. The guys are all on lunch break right now. They've been working all morning. Gonna put Crystal a big old porch swing right here. Now wait till I show you the celebrity right inside here. Now Crystal's at home. She had to work a rodeo. The kids had school up to Friday. Lowell and I have actually been here since, I think, Monday morning. We're going catfishing. It is, oh, there's Lowell Roberts. I forgot to tell you.
What's going on, guys?
There's Lowell Roberts. It is the day before gun season here in Georgia. Gun season in Georgia, y'all, is like a national holiday. These folks take it seriously, and so do we. We are cocked, locked, and ready to rock. Now, if you've been following along, you know we've been doing some serious remodeling here on our camp. We are in full swing of it right now. They've got about another day's worth of work. They got a box in the side, fix some of this old rotten wood. They're actually going to put a tin ceiling in here so you won't be able to see that. We didn't want to tear this old building down because it has historical value. The guy that used to have it was a legend around here. So the roof was bad. We put a new roof on it. We're leaving it just like it is. There used to not be a deck here. Just put in a big, beautiful deck. Like I said a minute ago, we're going to put a porch swing right here for Crystal, screen it all in. Maybe even put an outdoor shower right here. So during the summer, when all the kids come in dirty from catfishing, they can just shower outside and they don't have to track all the dirt inside. Give y'all a quick tour. I'm sure a bunch of you guys have already seen it, but this is our little cabin. If Crystal was here, that bed would be made all proper. Look at Lowell's dirty clothes right there. Now here comes the important part. You guys see that Helix Midnight Lux? I gotta tell you a little bit more about Helix Sleep before we go fishing. Now I grew up, I had a bad back from working construction my whole life. I used to not sleep really well. I used to have bad back problems. And somebody told me about Helix Sleep. I went online, took their online sleep quiz. It takes like 2 minutes. It's super easy. Bam, they match you with the mattress that best fits your needs. So just like my mattress there at Fish Camp, Helix Midnight Lux. I have the same exact one here at my house. I can promise you, I sleep so amazingly good on this mattress. And the coolest part is I know when I go to Georgia at my fish camp, when I'm on vacation, I can sleep equally as good because I have the same mattress both here and at my fish camp. Now, you know when you go and buy a mattress, if you've ever done that before, and you see one of those mattresses stores on the corner in your town, well, you got to go there and get that huge thing and either duct tape it or tie it to your car or your truck and bring it home. And that is such a pain in the butt. The best part is you don't have to load it up in the back of your truck at a mattress store and drive it home. Helix Sleep will ship it directly to your doorstep.
As you see here, the mattress comes rolled up tightly in this box and is really easy to set up. And one of the best parts is Helix Sleep is fiberglass free.
Some of the other awesome things that Helix offers is a 10-year warranty and a 100-night sleep trial test to make sure that you absolutely love your new mattress. Now, I've had this particular mattress here at my fish camp for about 1.5 years. I've had the one at my house for about 2.5 years. I can promise you guys, I thought sleep was good before. Once I got these Helix Sleep mattresses, my sleep has never been better. Everybody that I know that's ever stayed in this bed here at camp calls me and they're like, what the heck? Where do you get one of those things? And that's the best part. All you got to do is go to helixsleep.com/BlueGabe to get 20% off your next Helix mattress. Enough of the bed talk. Lowell, you ready to go rip some lips?
Let's go, son.
I mean, what are you going to do if we catch an 80-pound blue cat?
I'm going to fight him.
You're going to fight him?
Mm-hmm. I'm ready.
I heard you got scared this morning.
You got it coming. He's got it coming.
Lowell was walking out of the woods this morning. We were hunting about 1 mile apart. It's muzzleloader season now, so we were hunting with muzzleloaders. And he texted me, he goes, where you at? I said, I was at the boat. So he said, I'll meet you there. He come walking down the trail, and I was in the palmettos, and I jumped out and sounded like a hog. He turned around like John Wayne with his rifle, and thank God it wasn't loaded, or I might have been shot. It was, if I could have had that on film, the only thing I would have needed to show in this video was that. I was dying laughing. You guys get enough to eat?
Yes, sir. It was awesome.
Is TJ being nicer now?
No. Call HR.
We need to call HR. Right there's the boss, y'all. We haven't even showed you TJ in a while. His daughters are a big fan of the channel. He said he don't watch me very much though. Have you seen any of my videos?
Just got through watching one. Praise God.
So it's his boat that I use. Mine is actually on its way. I just got me a new one, and he's also who does all this work. I got huge news. I finally, after a year of not knowing which boat I want, I called Uncle Jay. I used to have one years ago before the Pro Drive. I called Uncle Jay. He had a boat on standby that he had built for another client a while ago. It's 15 foot of pure, as nice of a boat as you'd ever want. It'll be here in about 3 weeks. Right now though, we're gonna get our bait, get our lines ready. My parents are coming up. They're gonna actually stay and hunt with us tomorrow. My dad's gonna hunt, not my mom. My mom's never been a big deer hunter, but what she will do is lay down some fried deer meat for dinner in that kitchen tonight. That's worth dying for it, trust me. So we'll see y'all back down there on the boat, on the river, on the Ottawa River. You ever heard that song, Waiting on a Woman?
I've been waiting on you all afternoon.
Y'all, this is Lowell's first time on Ottawa River, setting limb lines.
We're about to get them.
We got some deer scraps from a deer we killed a couple weeks ago. We got some shad. That's the magic bait right there. And we're ready to rip. The bad thing is it is the day after the full moon, so I don't have crazy high hopes. If we could fish all night long, I would have high hopes, but we want to deer hunt tomorrow because it's open a day of rifle season. So we're gonna set them all now, maybe check them 1 or 2 times before dark, and then we'll check them on our way to our tree stand tomorrow morning. Get your life jacket on. I know you can catch a hog, but can you swim?
I can swim good. I just can't dive good.
She's smoking a little bit. The Tahatsu. I am so excited to get my new boat. I've wanted a river boat since we got this camp. I got one coming now. I'll finally be able to maybe outrun the boys. The kids' boat's fast. It's old as Alabama, but it's fast. Hopefully my new boat, it might not be much faster, but it only has to be a little bit faster to beat them in a race. Oh yeah, if one shakes this branch, we'll be doing good. Now, if you don't know what a limb line is what it is. You tie it to a limb of a tree and it fishes on its own. You'll come back by in about 1 hour to 2 hours, and if that limb's shaking, you know you got one on. But here's a fun fact. The biggest catfish that we've caught on this river was on a spot that we didn't think we'd catch one, and we drove up there and it was not even moving. It never moved until I touched it, and it was a 43 pounder me, Crystal, and Luke caught.
It is way too cold for that.
He just set that line right there, and then I take my phone and I go to Onyx and I mark it just like that. Now I know where it's at. Now if you really like this type of video, I have a bunch of them and they get a lot of views. I guess because everybody around the world catfishes. I'm thankful for it though. No matter what I do, if I go catfishing, y'all are watching, and I appreciate that. You can see a little piece of pink rope up there. I know I've fished this tree before. Now in a lot of my other catfish videos, we get real technical and we set some on the outside and some way in the inside, but this time we don't need a ton of catfish and we want to check them on the way to our tree stands in the morning, so I don't want it to be too hard, so I'm putting them all on the outside. Right down the edge of the willows. For one, shake that tree. That's what we're gonna be looking for. In the morning, if it's not shaking, we ain't even stopping. We're gonna go hunt and then we'll pull them all on the way back out. The best thing about setting limb lines this time of the year for catfish, you don't have to worry about alligators, because during the summer they start getting so bad, almost every other hook will have one on it, or they'll take the whole entire line. It's a pain in the butt. That looks like one of the bar lines right there. I bet you Jake and Tarzan done forgot it. Pull that up and see if there's a hook on it. No, there's, okay. Alligator probably broke it off. So he's just tying a slip knot right there.
She ain't going nowhere.
I bet it's 15 foot deep right here. The reason he ties the slip knot is when we come to pull them, all you do is grab that cord and pop, it pops it right back off. You can put it right back on the board. Easy peasy. That also helps me know how many I put out, because then I can just go back and count the fish. I talk about this river in all the videos on how it fluctuates. It goes up and down, and right now it's coming down. So if you put a bait in there too shallow, you might come back tomorrow and not even be able to get to it. Put it right there on that limb with that dead limb hanging on it. Just make sure you check the depth. This river is slap full of crawfish, shad, all kinds of bluegills and crappie and white perch. So using those little chunks of shad, these catfish come into these shallows and they just look for anything dead. And that shad works really good. So we put out exactly 20 lines. We had 3 more, but I feel 20 is a good luck number. My mom and dad's here. I think I may have said that earlier, but mom's cooking dinner and I am super excited. If you ain't never had Miss Betty's fried deer meat, you ain't even really lived yet. It's life-changing. Another good thing about limb lining this time of the year, nobody else is doing it, so we don't have to worry about anybody hijacking our lines. That can be a pain in the butt when there's a ton of people doing it, because there's always that one person that's gonna check your line. Not his, but yours. I'm sure we've lost a few to him. I can proudly say with 100% for sureness, I have never checked anybody else's line ever. Mom, what you got cooking?
I just cooked the cake and I just
Oh, you cooked a cake.
floured the meat.
That's my favoriteest kind of cake ever.
I know it.
Is that chocolate?
Yeah, it's chocolate, hon.
Oh, dang. No, not the chocolate frosting. It's a white cake though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I probably should go ahead and eat it right now. What's in there?
Just the deer meat I seasoned and floured.
Oh yeah. And what are you doing with that over there?
I don't have any muffin pans, so I'm just going to put it in the frying pan and put it in the oven.
Oh, that's the cornbread.
Yeah.
I'm here to tell y'all right now, I know a lot of y'all watch and live up north, all across North America where it gets real cold. Here in South Georgia on this river, when it drops down to about 60 like it is right now, and even colder like it was this morning down to the 40s, it feels like it's in the negatives, folks. I am freezing. And I'm in shorts. I'm not very smart. He might not be a limb shaker, but he's a fish. Oh, slab daddy.
Oh yeah.
Lowell's first Automahawk catfish. Hold him up real quick. What is it? Looks like a channel cat, or man, that's a blue cat. Yeah, blue cat. Throw him in here, he'll eat. So the line he just caught him on is black. Our pink line's right there, and it took me a second to see this one. That one didn't have any bait, so that's what made me pull back over here. That's a good sign that we already caught one.
Yeah.
Now we just need one about 80 pounds.
Yeah, we do.
Coming in hot. Ow! I came in too hot, folks. Too hot. Nothing. No bait.
No bait.
Got a bunch of little bait stealers. I don't typically like to bait before dark, but I was hoping we'd get one big one on that one. We did. If you notice, the current's ripping right here on this corner. Got one more just right down here. Who was responsible for bringing the light?
You were, I thought.
Y'all, we're out here. We're only halfway through checking lines. He caught one, but we don't have a light.
Oh, dude. He's huge. He's big.
For real? Heck yeah. That's your biggest catfish.
Son, he'll eat.
What was right there next to him?
About a 9-foot gator. He's about to snag him.
Hold him up real quick. We're using the light on our cell phone, folks. That's a good one.
Oh yeah.
Y'all, look at here. We got some baked potatoes, some fried deer meat, fried okra, cornbread, gravy, and a cake. Low.
Mama done hooked us up.
All right, Dad, say the blessing.
Lord, thank you for this day, and thank you for this time together, and thank you for this great food for our bodies. Thank you for the deer and all this potatoes and okra and everything. Thank you for this blessing. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. It don't get no better, folks. This was a young, tender one. We call him a Georgia 11-pointer. It was a spike. Look at that. It don't get no tender than that. Lowell, you said you and Dad are going to go out and check the lions, right? So I don't have to go back out there?
I thought you and your dad were gonna go. I thought I was gonna get to sleep.
Mom, you want to go?
I'll go.
It's cold.
You're crazy.
It's cold.
I ain't going.
If y'all ain't never had fried okra, you're missing out. That right there is fit.
Y'all, this gravy didn't get very brown in that Teflon pan.
Mom hates Teflon. All she wants to cook on is cast iron skillet.
And those plastic spatulas and things, that is against the law.
Y'all heard it here. We'll see you in the morning when we're pulling lines. Yeah, I know, folks. I didn't give any intro into the deer hunt, but what can I say? Deer come out and I piled him up, and we're already back on the boat catching catfish. Old buck laying on the bow of the boat. Lowell, this has been my dream forever. Have a buck laying on the front catching catfish.
Well, here he is.
Look at that old slab daddy. We got us a pile of them. We can eat some of that shad for lunch today too.
Oh, that's a great idea. I'll let you try it first, and then I'll eat it.
You're not full from that bug you swallowed a little while ago? That was
We
bad.
don't talk about that.
I'll show you the buck's rack in a minute. He ain't the biggest buck ever, but I will tell you a sad story. As soon as I shot that deer and turned the camera around and give y'all a thumbs up, I bolted a new bullet in it and looked up, and a old slab daddy true South Georgia stud was standing there, and it was too late. He seen me pick my head up. Hunting on the ground is super, there's another line right here. Hunting on the ground is super hard, but it can be successful. The reason we're on the ground is if you get in a tree, you can't see under those oak trees like where all the deer are feeding on the acorns at. So it is what it is. We got one. You can't eat the horns. We got meat on the deck. Old cast and blast. Uh-oh. We're not breaking any records, but we're catching fish. He's all twisted up. He's been on there a while. So how's your first experience on the Ottawa River?
I love it. I don't want to be anywhere else but here.
Can we just move up here?
I'm ready right now.
We'll sell out, retire. We don't need much money. We can eat deer and catfish, turkeys.
It's peaceful up here. The generosity is nice up here too. Everybody in camp's really good people.
Yeah. Actually, we're just joking, folks. This river's horrible. It's not that great. You don't want to come here. We don't need any more people. It's terrible. The mosquitoes are bad. The chiggers are horrible. These lines right here in this little creek have been producing.
Yeah. Never caught one. I've never seen one of them.
We already checked these this morning, and I think we had 3 in here. So Lowell and I hunted about 400 yards apart, and he was sitting there this morning and had a nice buck walk in and bust him trying to pick his gun up. Then I let a big one get away. I let a big one get away a couple days ago with my bow. I'm having a heck of a season, folks. What we got? Oh, another nice one. That one just woke up. He must have been taking him a nap. I bet we got 50, 60 pounds of fish.
They're fat here.
Oh, blue cat. Lowell learned last night in the dark why not to stick your finger in a blue cat's mouth.
That sucker chomped down on it. It wouldn't turn loose.
What are you gonna do one of these times when a big old snake that's up in these trees sunning falls on you?
I'm gonna jump out this boat, I can promise you.
Y'all, big bad Lowell don't like him a snake.
No, not at all.
We got plenty of bait left?
Not much.
We got that deer liver though. On a couple baits earlier, we took some of the deer liver. I gutted him in the woods, and we saved the liver and the heart. We'll eat the heart, and we're gonna put some of that liver on these limb lines. I know a lot of y'all like liver. I do not like it. Oh, I can't stand it. Crystal and my mom like it. I don't at all. Oh yeah, he done broke the whole, look, he slung that sorry son of a gun. I didn't think the gators would do it when it's this cold out, but look how he's got the line all up in the tree. There was some serious fighting under that tree going on.
Straighten the hook out.
Let me see. Dang. It took some force to do that, folks. The only gator we saw last night was right here by this line, and the first time we pulled up to it, there was a catfish on it, and he was right there next to it, so I should have known. But I would have thought, with it as cold as it was last night, he wouldn't have done that, but apparently he was hungry. He needed him a morning catfish snack. Looks like he got that line too. Dadgummit! He got both our lines. Oh, that sorry son of a gun. I want y'all to look at this. Both of them all twisted up in the tree. I hope he chokes on that catfish. Look at that. He broke that string. Dang. Is that another line right there?
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna put it back out. See, that was a good example of why we use a slip knot. You just pull it and it pops right off. Look at, that's a wall hanger right there.
Big one.
I know one thing, I am ready to eat some catfish. I am starving.
Give me them pliers, old son.
One really good thing about my mom being in camp, besides my mom being in camp, is, oh, let me tell you about her fried fish and hush puppies. So I'm talking about, Mom, we got you lots of food to cook. And that ain't even all of them. We got more in here.
Those are nice catfish.
Let's get them.
Nice deer.
You know how to clean a catfish, Mom?
Oh yeah.
I'll give you 20 bucks to clean them all for us.
Sounds like a deal to me.
Did you see anything?
Yeah, I saw 2 does in a yearling. Smartest doe in the woods.
Yeah, she is smart. I'll show you a funny clip right now. Where Dad hunted this morning, Crystal hunted the other evening. And she let a doe walk that had 2 yearlings with her, which are babies, but they were already grown. I said, shoot the next doe that comes in. So I have a camera there that's filming, a trail camera. I see this doe walk in, and she's sitting there just like that, and she looked straight up in the tree. Well, she was busting Crystal trying to pull her bow back. I text Crystal, I said, you just got busted. She said, I was literally trying to pull my bow back, and the deer looked up at me and run off. She will get it tomorrow morning though, folks. That doe's getting taken out. Dang, Sandra, is that lobster meat or what?
This is actually a mushroom, chicken of the woods.
This ain't one that's gonna make us see dragons and stuff, is it?
If we're lucky.
If we're lucky.
No.
What did you
no.
say it was?
Chicken of the woods.
Where did it come from?
Right here out of our swamp. Right here in Aldermire Swamp.
You guys, you can live off of this swamp. So Sandra's cooking mushrooms. Me and Mom are gonna go clean catfish. Let me show you. We got a whisper. Now Lowell's 24 years old, folks. I'm 44. Look where Lowell is right now. Y'all, he's so tired he didn't even make it onto the bed properly. So me and Mom are gonna go clean catfish. Lowell and my dad already cleaned the deer. We're gonna cook up some lunch and then head back deer hunting and pull some more catfish lines. Around here, so many people like to eat fish and some of them don't have the means to go fishing, so we hand out catfish to anybody who wants some. Before we can have us a fish fry, folks, we gotta check a few more lines, which this one looks tangled. If he's not huge, oh yeah, leave him in there, we'll get him on the way back. It's time to go deer hunting, folks. We're gonna go give it one more hunt before we go home. We'll get that catfish and whatever other ones we got on the line when we get done. All right, y'all, we just got done deer hunting and we finally got a biggin. Pull him in here, Lowell, if you can pick him up. Oh yeah, drop him right here in the bottom so they can see him. Golly, that's a biggin.
That's a biggin right there, son.
That's your biggest catfish for sure.
Oh yeah.
Your daddy would be proud, wouldn't he?
I guarantee it.
We're taking him back to the hill.
God.
Stick your finger in his mouth and pick him up like a bass. Lip him.
I ain't that dumb, son.
All right, y'all, we'll see you back at camp and I'll show you this fish. He is big, I promise you. Is he big? Hold him up. No, let's turn him loose. We already got so many that we don't need any more, that's for sure. We were just talking, Lowell's dad's old country boy. Country is collard greens. What's your dad's name? Wesley Roberts. We're gonna let Lowell bring that huge catfish home to him. He said, my dad ain't never seen no catfish that big. We're bringing it to old Wesley. What'd you say, he'll whittle on it?
I told Gabe, I said he'll be able to cut meat off that thing for a week and a half.
I think that was the last line. Oh, Wesley's kind of like that.
Oh yeah, he's 20 pounds.
Yeah, I figured 18 to 20.
Good over 20.
Jace, your buddy Luke stayed home this trip. He wanted to go to a rodeo.
Yeah, that's what
Bust the camera out and show everybody, all the folks at home, your buck you killed. You killed a good one too, didn't you? Y'all get the pictures out. Come on, we'll show everybody. Oh, you only got one?
Here's the one he killed.
Heck yeah, boy. Opening day of youth season in Georgia. Look at that. Slab daddies. Them Georgia boys don't play. Did the Bulldogs win or lose today?
They just started.
Hopefully they're playing a high school team so they might be able to win.
They're playing Texas.
Oh, dang. Oh, folks, it's been a long day. We planned on cooking all kinds of stuff, but you know what? It's deer season. We'll cook tomorrow. We'll see y'all in the morning. So we're back in Stuart, Florida. I got to admit it, we deer hunted crazy hard. We catfished pretty hard too. We had a great time with my parents. I haven't got to spend much quality time with them because we travel so hard. I got to spend some great time with Lowell. I miss Crystal and I miss the kids, but I was on a mission to kill a big buck. And I'm sad to say that I let not only one, but two big bucks get away from me. I'm not known for that. I'm better than that, but I let two big rack bucks get away from me. Both of them within inside of 60 yards with a gun. I actually never pulled the trigger on either one. They saw me before I saw them and trying to get the gun on them, they got away. So we're gonna clean some catfish and cook here at the house. Crystal's home and so is Luke. What are you doing?
We got some catfish meat right here from 2 blue cats. Got big ones too.
How was the rodeo?
It's fun.
Did you have a good weekend?
I had a good weekend.
Are you ready to go back to Georgia though? Hang out with Jace?
Yeah.
All right, we got to clean some catfish. Now, one thing I want to say, I already cleaned this one. I've got to admit something else. We're going to clean this one still. I am not the best at cleaning catfish. I can clean anything else. A catfish in a cobia is very hard to me. I can clean a cobia better than I can clean a catfish. So if you do have any comments or any techniques that you want to share with me, leave them in the comments below. Anything that will help. I'm going to show you how I do it. You tell me how you do it.
Hola, senor.
Now, where were you at this weekend?
We were rodeoing this weekend.
Did you ride a bull?
Yeah, barrel race, rode bulls.
Did you stay on for 8
calf
seconds?
roped. 8 seconds? I did 10.
Come on now. You missed a good weekend of deer hunting and hanging out with Lowell.
That's what I heard.
All we did was just crack jokes on each other and mess with each other.
I'm surprised you boys actually came back.
I wanted to stay.
I was wondering if y'all would make it back.
If it wasn't for you and the boys, I'd sell all these boats except for the Pro Drive and I'd move to that Georgia camp.
It's not a bad spot.
I would never leave. I'd sell the Contender first. Sadly, I would sell the Blackjack even though I wouldn't want to. I love the Contender too, but I'd sell it all and move to Georgia.
Be a riverman.
Yeah. Let me show you the picture of the bullfrog we caught. Look at that in Lowell's hands. That joker's huge. All right, Crystal, we got to clean some catfish.
That's your favorite.
No, it's actually not my favorite. I don't like cleaning catfish at all. So here's the thing. I'm going to get technical because I want some of you guys that do clean catfish to tell me. Right here on a catfish is a really hard bone. It's like his rib bones that protrude. This belly meat is edible and we will save it, but when it comes to filleting, I'll show you right now, what I struggle with is this part, getting the shoulder off and then going. So I'm gonna do my best with it this way, and then the other side I'm gonna do it from the tail. See, like right there, I'm already hitting it. And this one right here. Once I get past this part, it's easy. It's how do you do the shoulder part?
Which is also really hard if you have a big catfish.
Yeah, see, embarrassingly, I missed this meat. Now I got it, and I'll be able to save it right here. It's just a little nugget, but it's this bone right here. How the heck are you supposed to do that? On this side, a lot of times too, a catfish, these fins, like this one I had to break off, these fins are stuck up, so it makes it super hard. For some reason, this one's laying down. So this one I'll start from the tail, and I'll come up just like so. Then you get right there to that mean, nasty bone. Now, I know a lot of people hang them by a nail and skin them. I get how to skin them. My problem is getting around these bones right here. And I'm sure there's a lot of people watching that would love some good advice too. A lot of people rip the skin or peel the skin off of a catfish like they do a mahi-mahi or a dolphin. I don't like doing that. I'm pretty good at skinning them, because when you pull it off, you leave a lot of that like stuff on. See, I'm over here talking to the camera and I just messed up. I'll show you what I'm talking about in just a second. So you see, this is where I skinned it good. When you pull the skin off, you get a lot of this blood still on there, and that's the part that I don't like. Like, to me, right here, this is amazing. This little bit of blood on here will taste really fishy. I want you guys' best advice on how to properly clean catfish. And like that little bit of skin I left right there, it's edible, it's not bad. So I'm not even gonna bother getting it off. The bloodline on a catfish tastes absolutely horrible. We're gonna make some just good old fried southern catfish for lunch. And we're gonna take some of this and take it to Missouri with us, because we're getting ready to go to Humphreys, Missouri on a deer hunt. And I promise you guys, when we get done deer hunting in a month, we're gonna get back to traveling and go into all kinds of crazy places and islands. We're gonna go to some new islands we've never been to. I wanna do some more crawl fishing and rivers up in the mountains. I wanna catch some more mud crabs, catch some new crabs that I've never caught before, and just go to places that we've never been. But right now, we're solely focused on deer hunting. 2 perfect catfish fillets. The trick with skinning one, see if I can do it without messing up. And I don't feel like going inside and getting my regular knife. I can do it even better with that. Unlike a snapper, you angle down the whole way. On a catfish, as soon as you get it in there, lay it flat and go down. See if I can get this one perfect. Yeah. See how there's none of that blood on the fillet? That's how you do it. I don't know if you can tell, but you see how it's like gelatinous? That will be disgusting. Take the time and cut that stuff off. You'll have such a better experience. All right, I'm ready for lunch. I'm hungry.
Did y'all catch a big messy catfish?
Yeah, we caught a big mess. You'll just have to watch the next episode of BlueGabe to see.
I missed it live, that's for sure.
So we got some peanut oil warming up to 350 degrees. We've got some of the catfish marinating in pickle juice, but we've already took some out and we've got it in this bag in the House Aldrey seafood fry that we seasoned with Old Bay salt and Lowry's. While that's heating up, we got to talk to y'all about something. Y'all, check this out. I just got home from the Ottawa River in Gardai, Georgia, and this was in the mail. That's a painting of just beyond the boat ramp where we always stare at. Like, that's one of our favorite spots.
It's beautiful.
Crystal sits down there on the bank often and just fishes, just relax and gets away.
All right, this is from Ralph Parrish. He says, I painted this for you during Hurricane Helene. My brother and I had to find Paradise Park during our return to Augusta after our visit to Newport Richey. Gardai, Georgia is in the middle of nowhere, and it really is. We travel often and love the back roads as I photograph along the way. The boat ramp caught my eye and I thought you would enjoy a painting of it, so here it is. Thanks for sharing your videos on YouTube as we watch all of them, and thanks for the snapper that you shared with Ray and I when we met you in Stewart.
Oh, those are the two guys that came up to the house. Yeah, they just pulled up in the driveway and I shook their hand and I was cleaning vermilion snapper. I'm like, well, here you go.
Where, here?
Yeah, they pulled up right here. So anyhow, right there in that little yellow spot, hold it a little bit closer to me. Right here in this little yellow spot around the bend. Remember the one time we had the catfish tournament and the kids just went right there instead of line because they were being lazy and they caught most of their biggest fish?
It's really pretty.
Huge shout out, Mr. Ralph Parrish. That's awesome.
We appreciate it.
You've got to have your grease at 350 degrees. That's the key to it all. Shouldn't take but about 2 or 3 minutes total if your grease is at the right temperature. So many people eat catfish, but surprisingly so many people don't eat catfish. Catfish is amazing. I remember when we were in Dominica, Crystal was floored because Kish had never tried or never had the opportunity to try catfish. You see, I did it in order, so I know these will be done first and then I'll come around. When it turns golden brown like that, you already know it's ready to eat. You notice we didn't make any sides or anything. We're gonna eat catfish. I will say last night for dinner, we weren't gonna eat dinner because none of us were hungry, and then all of a sudden about 9 o'clock, Crystal goes, I'm hungry. I got up and made some jalapeno poppers in the air fryer. That was the easiest it's ever been to make them. And we're gonna have those after this. But I'm saving that because we're gonna slow roast some deer meat in a crock pot till it's real tender. Then we're gonna make stewed deer meat jalapeno poppers. We're gonna do that in Georgia. Bon appetit. I heard you had a celebrity guest.
We might have a celebrity taste tester.
Who might it be?
I'll be right back.
It's the legendary redneck.
Redneck.
We get him.
Let him try it. Make sure it's cooled off.
He's a...
Well, he's ready.
Oh,
Yeah, but he's unjudgmental. The only thing he won't eat is the fat on bacon.
Give him another piece. Is it a 10?
There you go, redneck.
Y'all are goofy.
All right, thank you, buddy. He says see you later. All right, Luke, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
He is going nuts.
Because it's the best catfish he's ever had. You know what drives me nuts? Is our blinds back there that are broke.
Don't look at him, please.
We need new blinds.
I don't know what happened to him.
How's the fish, Luke?
That is
Pretty good.
really good.
Pretty good? It's pretty good or really good?
Really good.
Ain't nothing wrong with catfish.
That's amazing.
It's a lot better than that gag grouper.
Yeah. It really is. You want to bite?
Tartar sauce? You get me back. All right, folks, we just got a little bit more time before I can go get Jake from school, and then all 4 of us are gonna go off and do something fun this afternoon, and then tomorrow we'll start all back over again to get our next video up for you guys. Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, thanks for all the positive comments, but like Jake always says, it's time to get up out of here and get the heck out of shape. See y'all.